Good morning everyone, I hope everyone's okay. Right, today I'm in Hampton in southwest London, and today is going to be a sad one because we're going to go and look at the final resting place of one of Levi Bellfields' victims, the serial killer Levi Bellfield. Now we all know he killed Millie Dowler, everyone knows that, but this is one of the victims that wasn't covered as much in the press as she was. So I think it's about time we covered her so that people don't forget. So we're going to go and see the final resting place of Marsha Mcdonnell. Well, it's overcast morning. Looks like we're going to get a spot of drizzle soon, so I don't want to be hanging around too long. But it's a very unusual cemetery, this one. It's just a path with graves both sides, and that is it, straight down the middle. I don't know if there's a crematorium or something down here. Anyway, we should have a little walk around, have a little look, and I'll tell you a little bit about Marsha Mcdonnell. Marsha Louise Mcdonnell was born on 14th of October 1983. By 2003, she was a gap year student, described by a Richmond-upon-Thames college spokesman as quiet and hard-working, with plans to travel to Australia before attending university. A netball player and talented violinist, the 19-year-old was attacked by the serial killer Levi Bellfield while walking home in the early hours of the morning in February 2003. 90 police officers helped retrace the steps of the 19-year-old gap year student and questioned people along the route she took before she was bludgeoned to death 100 yards from a home in Hampton. Marsha's evening, a trip to the cinema with friends, began when she and two friends from work were dropped off by one of the parents in Kingston town centre at 8:30 p.m. They got out at Kingston Bridge near the White Hart pub, just over the river from Marsha's workplace, the Wax Lyrical candle shop in the Bentall's shopping centre. They walked across the bridge towards the Rotunda shopping complex, which houses the Odeon Cinema. After a quick drink, they headed to the Odeon for the 9:15 p.m. showing of Catch Me If You Can, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. By 11:15 p.m, it was over, and Marsha waved goodbye to her friends and crossed the road to the bus stop at Kingston railway station. She was caught on the bus's CCTV as she fished out 70 pence from her purse for the 10-minute journey home. When she got on the 12:05 a.m. number 111 bus, there was only one other passenger, as it pulled out 3 minutes late. Marsha got off at Percy Road, a quiet street 500 yards from her home. It was 12:17 a.m. and she headed off into the well-lit streets alone. She would have turned left into Priory Road, where she lived with her parents, sisters and brother at number 88. She was found yards from her home in Hampton, southwest London. Marsha spent 2 days in hospital before succumbing to her injuries. It was later revealed that Bellfield trawled buses and bus stops for women. If they rejected him, he attacked them. Amélie Delagrange and Millie Dowler were also victims of Bellfield, and Kate Sheedy was a survivor who he had deliberately run over in his car in an unprovoked attack. Kate spent 5 weeks in hospital recovering from her injuries, and nearly 4 years later went on to testify against Bellfield at the Old Bailey. On the 25th of February 2008, Bellfield was sentenced to a whole life term of imprisonment, which means that he will never be released to hurt anyone else. Well, that is the unfortunate story of a 19-year-old young lady. I'm just approaching her final resting place now, so we should go and have a look at that. But this one was a very, very sad one. and yet not covered enough in the press, in my opinion. So anyway, I'm at a final resting place now, so I'll spin you around and we'll go and have a look together. And here it is. This is clearly a loved grave, this one. Here we go. Marsha Mcdonnell, 14th of October 1983 to the 5th of February 2003, RIP. In affectionate remembrance of our beloved daughter and sister, forever love. Now that is really sad. I mean, it's quite sad when you're sitting home watching it on the TV, but when you're actually here at the graveside, it is really, really sad. I'm glad they caught this monster when they did. Otherwise there'd be more of these, rather than just the 3 that we know of. Unfortunately, he wasn't caught quick enough for Marsha, who I believe was his 2nd victim. Possibly his 3rd, I can't remember. But that is really sad. Well, that is it for the final resting place of Marsha Mcdonnell. I mean, she wasn't covered enough in the press. There is so much information on the internet about Millie Dowler, but there's not a massive amount about any of his other victims, which I find a bit odd. So I thought I'd come down here, make a video, so that people don't forget about this 19-year-old young lady who only went out to the pictures with her friends. That's all she did. What's the crime in that? But it's a really sad one, and my heart really does go out to the family and friends of Marsha. But anyway, that is it from me, from Hampton in southwest London. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing, as it does help the channel grow. It's free. All you got to do is push the button, and don't forget to hit that notification button, because it will notify you when I upload a new video. But as I say, that is it for now. I will see you on the next one, wherever I am. So bye bye for now.